तुळसीया मध्ये तुझ जगदन्या देव बाप झाला हे तू झाला प्रसन्न देव बाप झाला हे तू झाला प्रसन्न देव बाप झाला हे तू झाला प्रसन्न मारियेने केला ओ मारियेने केला देवा पुत्रांचा स्वीकार तुझ्या पोटी जन्म घे प्रभू तारणा तुझ्या पोटी जन्म घे प्रभू तारणा नमो नमो मारिया ओ नमो नमो मारिया दूताचा नमस्कार तुझ्या पोटी जन्म घे प्रभू तारणा तुझ्या पोटी जन्म घे प्रभू तारणा नमो नमो मारिया ओ नमो नमो मारिया 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 दूताचा नमस्कार तुझ्या पोटी जन्म घे प्रभू तारणा तुझ्या पोटी जन्म घे प्रभू तारणा तुझ्या पोटी जन्म घे प्रभू तारणा तुझ्या पोटी जन्म घे प्रभू तारणा
It is such a joy today, and the whole atmosphere seems to be bubbling with it. As if the angels are singing. And the speciality of Hanumana was that he was an angel. Angels are born like angels. They are angels. And they are not human beings. They are born with the angelic qualities. But now you all have become angels from the human beings. It's a very great achievement of such. The qualities that are born with the angels are seen from their very childhood. Firstly, they are not afraid of untruth, falsehood. They are not worried as to what people will say to them, on what they will lose in life. To them, truth is their life. They breathe truth. And nothing else matters with them. This is the first great quality of an angel. They will go to any extent to establish truth, to protect the people who are in truth. It's such a wide range of these angels all over. So in the left side we have Ganas, on the right side we have angels, and translated in Sanskrit language or in any Indian language as Devdut, means they are the ambassadors of gods. So now you are the same. You are all angels now. Only thing, you are not aware that you are angels while they were aware from their childhood. If you know that you are angels, all your qualities will start shining through. And you'll be amazed that the quality of standing by the truth at any cost is so easily managed for you, because you have been given the right. You have been given the special blessings, the special protection from the divine, that if you stand for the right, and if you stand for the righteous, and if you stand for the truth, all kinds of help to protect you will be given. Angels are aware of this. They are sure of it. They are certain. There's a certainty about it. But you are not. Still, sometimes think maybe, may not be. Same style. Goes on. But believe me, you are angels. You have all the powers, and what rights you have. Human beings cannot get over you. That's the speciality of angels, not of saints. Saint could be maneuvered. They could be tortured. They could be troubled. Incarnations may do the same. Incarnations accept it. They want to have all these penances done to them so that they create an event in their life to express themselves in a more dynamic way. If there was no Ravana, there would have been no Ramayana. If there was no Kansa, there would have been no Krishna. So, the incarnations take upon themselves the problems and also the fight with the evil. So it looks sometimes that we feel that they suffer, but they don't. But the angels are a special category. They don't take up any problems upon themselves, they just solve them. If there's a problem, it's the angels who solve for the saints as well as for the incarnations. And they are to be told sometimes that don't jump in just now. We are working out on the stage now. You will jump when we'll ask you. They are ready, standing at the door, just to jump in. So anxious. And there are fixed quantities. You can rely on them completely. For example, Sri Hanumana, as you know him as an angel, has great capacities, great powers, and it is his right to use them. And he is very aware of it. He does everything very amusingly, uses his powers very amusingly. Like he burnt the whole of Lanka, and he was laughing at it. Then he extended his tail and put it round the necks of many Rakshasas. And he was just playing with them and then flew in the air and they all were dangling in the air. So it's a playfulness of the angels also. Because they're so confident. They're absolutely aware, absolutely identified with their personality, with their powers, with themselves. Here the Sahajogis sometimes don't understand that I have made you into angels. I have not made you into saints, but angels. And you are always protected. I can only make angels, I can't make saints. Saints are made by their own effort. The effortlessness doing is like Ganesha, like Kartikeya, like Hanumana. The same way you are all made with the same style. So try to understand that what I say about you is the truth. Kinds of conditionings work even through you people, though you are saints. And you don't know how to spread your wings. Still, sometimes I feel that the rebirth has taken place and they have all become like angels with wings. But as little birds, they still have to learn how to fly. But you must gain your confidence by your experiences which you have in Sahaja Yoga. As you were singing yesterday, miracles every day, miracles around you. These are done by the angels, and they try to convince you that you are one of us. Just join our company. So we have so many angels now sitting here. And why should not we think of transforming this world? And there's one more thing that you have other than the angels, because angels do not raise the Kundalini. They cannot. They are not bothered about it. They are there to kill, to burn, to suppress, to remove all the evil people around you. But they cannot transform. Angels cannot transform. So you have a greater right than they have in the realm of God, that you can raise the Kundalini of people and you can give realization. But human conditionings are still sticking on. For example, I wore a ring the other day, and then my daughter started teasing me that, now, you must only show this finger all the time to people so that they see your ring. So, in the mundane human life, whatever we have, possessions maybe, powers, you see. For example, somebody is a man with some position, immediately you can make it out with his nose and lips the way they are turned upward. But the powers that you have in your possession, you are afraid to manifest them and to talk about it, to use them. Imagine with so many angels, the whole of England should get realization in no time. But we are still trying to learn what we are. Hanumana had no problem, because from his childhood he knew that he was an angel and he has to do the job of an angel. But because we were born as human beings and now we have become angels, we find it difficult to be dynamic like other angels that they were. Even your thought, collective thought, even your individual thought is powerful. And your attention is powerful. Because of this fear, or maybe the conditionings as you can call it, Or maybe the ego part which is still sticking on to you. You still hang around false things. And that force, that dynamism is not expressed. We can blame anything, like we can blame lethargy to some country, ego to some country. But now you have lost your countries completely. Now you have entered into the kingdom of God. You are in a country which has no bounds, which has no limitations. And then all these conditionings that are still lingering in you shouldn't bother you at all and shouldn't upset you or deter you from doing whatever is your job. Now imagine Hanumana as Gabriel had to go and tell Maria that there's a child which is the incarnation. The Savior is going to be born to you. She was a young virgin. To break such a news, which was horrible compared to the conditionings of those days, he did it. I have to do it, so I'll do it. If that's the order, I'll do it. Because he knew that the carrying out of the order is his nature, is built within him, and he's not going to doubt it. He's not going to wait, but just told and he does it. So a great understanding has to be within us, that we are growing within ourselves. But if we do not manifest, if we do not show our qualities, and if we do not express it in our life, in our doing, in our object, in the meaning of our life, then Sahaja Yoga is not going to spread, nor is it going to help you much. The kind of work you have to do has no problems with it. I have problems, not you. You don't have to face problems. You go and talk to anyone, whatever you feel like. They will jolly well have to listen to you, I should say. But if they don't, they can't harm you. They can't do any harm to you. This is a very great protection you have. They cannot hinder your work. Coming to Sahaja Yoga is not what we have gained, what we have got. See, there are people who say, we've done so much for Sahaja Yoga. And what Sahaja Yoga has given us? It has given you self-realization. It has given you the angel status. I mean, you try anything else, can you get the status of an angel? You cannot. Sahaja Yoga has given you that status. So, what more do you want? It was never possible before. Believe me, impossible situation. If it was possible in any way, then Gyaneshwara would not have taken his samadhi at such a young age. And Kabira would not have said, oh God, what am I to do? This world is blind. So you have that subtle power within you that you can work out on people's kundalini without even they knowing about it. But in meditation, when you sit down, you must admit to yourself, I am an angel. And as being an angel, I have no attachments with anything else but with God's work. Attachments are so many still in Sahaja Yoga, I have seen it. People have like attachments to now, because they are married, so they are attached to wives. And so many have fallen out because of their wives' attachments. Then they have attachments to their children. And so many will fall out if they have attachments to their children. As I told you yesterday, that all the children of the world who are Sahaja Yogis are your children. You are the parents of all the children. It's not that if your child is sleeping, you cover that child. No, you cover all the children. You have to look after all the children which are lying down. Can you think of Hanumana if he was here and when the children were sleeping, it would just cover the body of one child? Because he is a universal being. So every child has to be loved the same way, cared for by you. Then there are other attachments like possessions, positions, jobs. I have none, so I don't know what other I have. Except for when I see you so much lovingly coming to the station, then the whole heart becomes like an ocean, I think, and just starts like a big swell of a tide, like that. I see that. And then when I have to leave you again, it recedes back like a sea, which is now receding. It's something like you see the moon, and the sea starts reacting to the beauty of the moon, the joy of the moon, the love of the moon. Then I see the love that is, you see, in a nest where a bird is feeding its young ones. Then you see this love in the sky. Then you see this love in your heart. And only thing that you can describe is the feeling of tremendous ocean of joy within you, just flowing out. The attachments do not give you capacity to enjoy that ocean. If you are standing on the shore, how will you enjoy the ocean? You have to jump into it. But you have got your anchorage onto different things, so you can't jump in. And you are so safe. You know how to swim. You know how to kill a shark. Even one sight of yours is sufficient. But because you are not aware, it is not acting. Absolutely, this is the case. I have seen people who get small positions in life and they start boasting about it. I met this and this man, I met that and that man, and this happened and that happened. So you feel like laughing at the person, But you have met Sahaja Yoga, by which you have grown, you have been nourished, you have become so great. With all this, we have to follow the line of Hanumana. He thought the sun is very egoistical, trying to burn people, sometimes it gives too much heat. And the sun worshippers also are egoistical. They have so much ego in them. Any a word, if you say wrong in their language or in their custom, say you hold the fork in a wrong hand, finished. You are the worst person in the whole world, committed the greatest sin. All such small, stupid ideas come out of a very depraved ego. Ego is so depraved. When you start thinking no end of yourself, and that I am everything, and I know everything, and this custom is the best, or that carpet is the best, I don't like. Well, who are you? Who asked you to like it or not to like it? I don't like this. I don't like that. On the other side, the egoist always becomes slaves also. I must say that after going through the countries which are following certain norms, which are dictations of the ego, like an artist now, for example. An artist produces something for his joy, but he must be criticized by everyone. The criticism should be, I don't like this, this color is no good, that is not. And you have professionals who do this. They don't know how to even draw one pencil line properly. Leave alone painting anything. But immediately they say, I think this is, you see, this. They have made books out of it. Theses and theories. I mean, art has something to do with your heart and not with your brain. That's how you have killed so many artists. And everybody who is painting has to think what people will say about this. But as a result of that, something absolutely absurd grows without any subtle expression is today appreciated. This is because of our ego, which has suppressed every proper, spontaneous, living growth of our thought, of our art, and of our life. I think it's worse than all the contamination we talk about, or ecological problems. It's the human mind which has produced these suffocating areas where nobody can express anything. And the one who has a greater ego dominates. This book has been written by such and such person. You meet that person, you feel like jumping in the sea. So everything written is not a Bible, and those mostly who write are people whom you should never meet without a barge pole. So anything that is expressed, you see, say in a dress or in relationship with your children, in relationship with your teacher, relationship with anyone, has to be so and so and so. You must say thank you many a times. You must say sorry many a times. So we are so much curbed into artificial expressions that I think after some time there will be no art produced. There is no exuberance. They cannot, they are afraid. I don't know if you have noticed this or not. But those who go to see any museum or go to see any exhibition, anything, think all of them to be great, some divine personalities, that they can judge everyone. Through the agya that we judge, that is what Hanumana wanted to eat once for all. There's the movement of the agya which goes right and left, you see, which makes us express our so-called nonsensical personality of an ego. Is the one that he tried to control and eat it off. As I eat bhoots, perhaps he was eating this sun. But for an angel, it is important to know that there is no ego within you. There are some Sahaja-yogis who say, Mother, I didn't want to do too much of Sahaja Yoga work because my ego will come up. Many. I don't want my ego to express it. But why do you want your ego to be destroyed? For what? For Sahaja Yoga work, isn't it? What a vicious circle it is. That we say that we want to keep ourselves in the background because our ego should not develop. You are just thinking about yourself. What about Sahaja? So nowadays the trend is, better be on the safe side. Because they have seen some people who were very egoistical, who were very dashing about Sahaja Yoga, who tried to show off, had to fall. So another trend has started, I feel, in Sahaja Yoga, that better be on the safe, you see. Between these two, Sahaja Yoga will be lost. So if you know you are angels, you will have no ego. Anybody who knows that it's his nature to do something. Like today my husband was praising me, saying that it is you who has done it. I said, not me, it's not me. He said, how do you say it is not you? Because I said it is innately built in them, a seed. If it is planted in the Mother Earth, then it sprouts. In the same way, they have innately built within them, their Kundalini just sprouts. So how is it I have done? But he said, but the Mother Earth has done it. I said, no. It's the quality in Mother Earth which is built in has done it. So he said, then who has done all this? So I said, it's done by Adi Shakti, agreed. But Sahaja Yoga is not done by Adi Shakti. She has created these powers in everyone which works out. But Sahaja Yoga is not. Sahaja Yoga works through the innate qualities that are in the Mother Earth and that are in the seed. So I am here as, not as Adi Shakti, I am here as their mother, as their Holy Mother. And as Holy Mother, I have guided them. You can say I am like the Mother Earth who sprouts the seeds. So then, another detachment can come into you, that these are your powers within you which have been just enlightened by your innate nature of Kundalini. And that you are empowered yourself. And all this power that is within you is only told by me that it is within you. You see for yourself, only like a mirror, I am telling you, you are this. See for yourself. So how can I take any credit for it? So you can even have detachment to understand that the powers that we have is for Sahaja Yoga, as Mother has powers to work for Sahaja Yoga. We too have powers to work for Sahaja Yoga, and as she works, we also have to work. But there is attachment like this. Mother is doing everything, what can we do? No, you have to do it. This is a very important detachment which I am trying to say. That you have to do this yourself. It's not that Mother will do. After all, Mother is doing everything. It's correct, that is correct in a way. But you are the instrument. Electricity is doing everything here, but this instrument has to work. So the source may be there, but the instrument is the one which delivers the goods. And like Hanumana, you are the instrument. And you have to work. You have to do the job. It's in a very dynamic we should achieve. Another great quality of Hanumana was that he was very alert and that he was beyond time. When you eat off the sun, where is the time? He was beyond time. Because of that, everything he did very fast. For example, now we are preparing, say, a book of Sahaja Yoga. For the last 16 years is going on. It's the working out, Mother, working out. Then we are trying to, say, make some arrangements about having the recording of the sick people and being cured with Sahaja Yoga. That's happening. Very good, happening. Then we are going to go to Russia to spread Sahaja Yoga. Working on. All the devils have reached there, but the angels are still working it out. Very patient angels. So, one of the qualities of Sri Hanumana was that he was a fast person. He would do the work before anybody could do it. He was outbeat. It's all right to fight in Trafalgar and win and defeat Napoleon. But in the field of dharma and the field of Sahaja Yoga, I find people don't understand the importance of time. We are delayed master and dilatory habits we have. All right, I'll telephone, I'll find out, it will happen. This is one of the greatest defects we have, which we have to learn from Hanumana, that Rama wanted to send word. So he sent his ring with Hanumana. Rama could not do that fast. So Hanumana went and did it. Then Rama wanted to have this Sanjeevani, this kind of a herb. So he sent him to get from particular mountain. He said, now why to waste time finding it out? Better take the whole thing. So he carried the whole mountain there. Better do it quickly, immediately. This is the time to do it. But next year we'll see, Mother, after Ganpati Pule we can consider. We'll have discussions and then we'll have arguments and this. This is one thing about his character one has to know. That today when we are worshipping Hanumana, we should have that quick-wittedness within us. It is to be done now. We cannot postpone it anymore. Already we are very much delayed. I saw the girls who are wearing frocks, small little things, have grown into big girls now, about to be married. So I think all my life I'll be marrying only Sahajogis. To see the results, you have to become quick people. Not to linger and be satisfied with other things. But positive things, what are we doing? For example, it's nice, children have grown up, they had such a nice drama, play, all that I enjoyed very much. It was very good for everybody's enjoyment. But job is there, we have to do the job. So attention should be on the job. And that's what are we doing about it? I was happy that a suggestion has come from America about making a video film and things like that. And then there are obstructions. How are we going to get money? What is going to happen? You just start it, you will get it. You have powers. Everything will be synchronized properly. You just start doing it. But if you behave like human beings, first think, then plan it out, and then cancel it. It's not going to work out. Though Hanumana is running on the Pingala Nadi all the time, what he does is to spoil our plans. Because instead of him, we run on the Pingala. He says, all right, you running it, I'll put you right. So he sidetracks all our plans all the time. That's how all our planning fails. We are particular about timing, about things of no importance. But we are not particular about timings of our progress in Sahaja Yoga. We must have targets, we must have fixed times. All right, by this time we have to achieve. But do it little faster is better. All other things can be managed, but this is your job. Nobody is going to do it. Nobody is going to do it. It's your job. I mean, you are not going to run the train. You are not going to run aeroplanes. And you don't have to run any administration and the stupid politics. But you have to do Sahaja Yoga. You have to spread it. You have to bring it to a level where people can see it. Now, 18 years have passed. This is the 19th year. So today's first day of Hanumana's Puja. I must say, you have to venture. You have to venture without any fear, collectively and individually, forgetting as to what will happen. I mean, you won't go to jails. You will not be crucified, be sure on that. I mean, if you lose your job, you can get another. And if you don't get a job, you can get a dole, all right. So, you don't have to worry about all useless things which human beings sit down and worry, but despite that they achieve work. They do their jobs. And how much they are wedded to it, I am surprised. I have seen it in my family. How much they are wedded. They have to do this work, they have to get up in the morning, do this, do that. But you are not aware that you are angels and this is your work. You have to do this and nothing else is important. I hope by today's puja, that enthusiasm, that venturesome nature will vibrate your Pingala. And without feeling any ego about it, in the most humble manner, as Hanumana was, we will do the jobs. Hanumana, imagine, he was given a beautiful necklace of gold with big balls for him to wear, by Sita. And he opened all of them one by one. He said, there is no Rama in this, what will I do with this gold? So she said, where is Rama? He opened his heart and showed it. See, Rama is here. If Rama is there, you cannot have ego. So much of dynamism and so much of humility. What a combination it was. And that's what you have to just manifest. The more you'll work, the more you'll assert yourself, you'll find that humility is the only thing that helps. Obedience is the only thing that helps to carry out your work, and you'll become humbler and humbler. But if you think, oh, I am doing this, then finished. But if you know that is done by the Divine, the Param Chaitanya is doing everything, I am just an instrument. The humility will be there and you will be an effective instrument. I hope in this country today it was very necessary and it was so timely. It's all organized by angels that we should have this puja here. But it's good for all of you. You have to really go and see media people, go and see these ministers, go and see, you say, Prince of Wales, go and see another person, meet them, make committees, see what you can do. Put your mind to it, what are we to do? But here only, my mother is sick, my child is sick, my this thing is sick, my friend is sick, it's still going on with it. If you start doing God's work, your worries are taken over. You don't have to worry about anything. Just taken over. But it's not self-propagation. It's not. It's the propagation of the collective. I hope today you have understood the subtle side of your being, which is there, which is exhibiting, which I can see clearly, and that you will, all of you, will, in your meditation, become aware of what you have within yourself. That's the greatest thing that will please the Divine, and Divine will look after you fully. With the same confidence as the angels, like Hanumana, you have to go further and work it out. May God bless you. Point I have to say about the ego part is this, which is really the problem in the West, why people have so much ego than Indian people have. One of the things is that the right side is, as I have told you many times, like an accelerator. The left side is like the brake. So if the Muladhara is not in control, if the brake is not all right, naturally the accelerator cannot be controlled. So basically our Muladhara should be brought down and must be put right. You should work very hard to do that. If your brake is established, then whatever work you do for Sahaja Yoga, you will not get into ego practices. And ego cannot anymore control you. So that is very important, especially in the West where it's being really dangerously destroyed, the idea of auspiciousness and of holiness. So that is the power of any angel, and that has to be fully established within us. And then on that power will work out, which gives you discretion, which gives you egolessness. I hope today both these things will work out within us in such a manner that we really become absolutely self-confident, realized souls whom I call as angels of modern times.
Mark and Dan.
Hanumana's mantra.
Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Hanumana Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Hanumana Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Hanumana Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha.
Page 11. Sanskrit, page 11. सुतं भजे गणेशमिषनन्दनम् एकदन्तवक्रतुण्डनागयाय सूत्रकाम् रक्तगत्रधूम्रनेत्रशुक्लवस्त्रमण्डितं कल्पवृक्षभक्तरक्ष नमोऽस्तु ते गजानना पशपानि चक्रपानि मुषकादिरोहिणा अग्निकोटि सूर्य ज्योति वज्रकोटि निर्मला पशपानि चक्रपानि मुषकादिरोहिणम् अग्निकोटि सूर्य ज्योति वज्रकोटि निर्मलम् चित्रमल्ल भक्ति जल भल चंद्र शोमितम् कल्पवृक्ष भक्त रक्ष नमोऽस्तु ते गजानना हेमजसुतं भजे गणेशमिषनन्दनम् एकदन्तवक्रतुण्डनागयाय सूत्रकाम् रक्तगत्रधूम्रनेत्रशुक्लवस्त्रमण्डितं कल्पवृक्षभक्तरक्ष नमोऽस्तु ते गजानना बुद्धभप्य हप्य कप्य भ्रागुर्भागवर्जिता दीप्य वैने कल्ल जल लोकपाल वंदिता बुद्धभप्य हप्य कप्य भ्रागुर्भागवर्जितम् दीप्य वैने कल्ल जल लोकपाल वंदितम् पूर्ण ब्रह्म सूर्यवन पुरुषं पुरान्तकम् कल्पवृक्ष भक्त रक्ष नमोऽस्तु ते गजानना हेमजसुतं भजे गणेशमिषनन्दनम् एकदन्तवक्रतुण्डनागयाय सूत्रकाम् रक्तगत्रधूम्रनेत्रशुक्लवस्त्रमण्डितं कल्पवृक्षभक्तरक्ष नमोऽस्तु ते गजानना Vishwavirya Vishwasurya Vishwakarma Nirmala Vishwaharita Vishwakarta Yantra Tantra Pujita Vishwavirya Vishwasurya Vishwakarma Nirmalam Vishwaharita Vishwakarta Yantra Tantra Pujitam Chaturmukam Chaturbhujam Sevitum Chaturyugam Kalpa Vruksha Bhakta Rakshna Mostu Te Gajanana Himajasutam Bhaje Ganeshamishanandanam Ekadanta Vakratunda Nagayagya Sutrakam Raktagatra Dhumra Netla Shukra Vastra Manditam Kalpa Vruksha Bhakta Rashna Mostu Te Gajanana Sutam Bhaje Ganeshamishanandanam Ekadanta Vakratunda Nagayagya Sutrakam Raktagatra Dhumra Netla Shukra Vastra Manditam Kalpa Vruksha Bhakta Rakshna Mostu Te Gajanana
Could Nick Granby come here, please?
The Chalisa hymn commences with an invocation to the Guru in the form of Hanuman. Hanuman raises the devotee to his own level of excellence. Hanuman raises the devotee to his own level of excellence, which is a perpetual state of beatitude. I'll start this again. These are the qualities of Hanumana. The Chalisa hymn. The Chalisa hymn. The Chalisa. The Chalisa hymn commences with an invocation to the Guru in the form of Hanuman. Hanuman raises the devotee to his own level of excellence, which is a perpetual state of beatitude. Tulsidas says, "I bow to the lotus feet of the divine Guru. The dust of his feet shall clean the mirror of my mind. Now I will describe the pure glory of Sri Ram, who bestows all the four gifts: Dharma, that is virtuousness; Artha, wealth; Kama, desire; and Moksha, liberation and salvation. Realizing the limitations of the mind, I remember the son of the wind god. I pray to Hanuman to grant me strength, wisdom, and knowledge, to relieve me of all my sufferings and impurities." Now begins the main body of Hanuman Chalisa, consisting of 40 quatrains, praising Hanuman's qualities of head and heart, used for fulfilling the divine mission of protecting the good and destroying the evil. Hail Hanuman, who is an ocean of knowledge and virtues flowing from the knowledge of the Supreme. Hail King of monkeys, Hanuman, who illumines the three worlds. Messenger of Sri Ram, of measureless strength, son of Anjani, you are also called the wind god's son. Great and powerful warrior, with limbs as sturdy as the Vajra, that is Indra's mace. Remover of evil tendencies in the mind, and friend of good sense and wisdom. O you of golden complexion, well attired, wearing earrings and with curly hair. You hold Vajra, the rock, and the flag in your hands. You wear Janeo, the sacred thread, of Munj adorning the shoulder. You are the incarnated son of Lord Shiva. You are the son of Kesari. O full of valor and splendor, you are greatly worshipped by the people of the whole world. You are highly learned, virtuous and sagacious. You are always anxious to accomplish Rama's work. You revel in listening to the law of God, of the Lord, enshrining in your heart Ram, Lakshman, and Sita. You appeared before Sita in a tiny form. Assuming a colossal figure, you burnt the city of Lanka. Acquiring a huge form to destroy the Asuras, you served the cause of Lord Ramachandra. You brought the Sanjivani and revived Lakshman. Shri Ram then embraced you in joy. Rajupati praised you very highly. You are as dear to me, he said, as Bharat. Seshnag, the serpent with 1,000 faces, sings hymns in praise of you. Lord of Lakshmi said, pressing you to his heart. Seers like Sankha and Narad, deities like Brahma and Shard and Seshanag, Yam, the Lord of Death, Kuber, the Lord of Wealth, Digpals, the guardians of all the directions, poets and scholars, all have failed to sing fully your glories. How can then a poet give adequate expression to your excellence? You helped Sugriv and brought him to Lord Ram. Thus you got back for him his lost kingship. Vibhishan listened to your advice and became the king of Lanka. The whole world knows this. The sun is 12,000 yojans away. You mistook it for a sweet fruit and tried to swallow it. No wonder that putting Ram's ring in your mouth, you leapt across the sea. With thy grace, all difficult tasks of the world are rendered easy. You guard doorsteps of Lord Ram. No one can enter the divine abode without your permission and grace. All happiness lies in seeking refuge at thy feet. When you are the protector, why should anyone fear? You alone can control the great power you possess. All the 3 worlds tremble at your call. The evil spirits do not dare to come near one who recites your name, O Mahavir. Disease and pain are destroyed by the constant repetition of the name of valiant Hanuman. Hanuman delivers a person from misery if he meditates on him in thought, word, and action. Lord Ram is the Lord of the universe, and also the Lord of Hanuman. You brought to fruition all his enterprise. If anyone approaches you with any desire in mind, you fulfill the wish. You will also secure for that person the unlimited fruits of life. Your bright glory travels all directions and ages. The world knows the benign power of Hanuman. You are the protector of the good and the sanity. You are the destroyer of the Asuras, the evil forces. The Divine Mother Janaki bestowed on you the boon of being the dispenser of the 8 siddhis, the yogic powers, and 9 types of wealth. You possess the divine elixir of Ram's name. You are ever the servant of Lord Ram. By hymns sung in your praise, one reaches Sri Ram. People are freed from the sorrows of many lives by listening to your glory. Such a one in the end enters the divine abode of Sri Ram, the plane of God consciousness after death. If reborn, he becomes a devotee of God. Your devotees need not remember any other deity. All happiness is assured by Lord Hanuman. One who remembers Hanuman the brave is freed from all difficulties and pain. Hail, hail, hail to Hanuman! You are the Lord of my entire self. I surrender completely to you. Shower your grace on me like a divine guru. One who recites this Chalisa 100 times will be delivered from difficulties and will attain great joy. One who recites the Chalisa in praise of Hanuman will become a Siddh-Purush. Such is the evidence of no less a witness than Shiva. Tulsidas is ever the servant of the Lord and prays perpetually, O Lord, may you always reside in my heart. The Hanuman Chalisa closes with a fervent prayer, O Son of the Wind God, deliverer from miseries, most auspicious figure, the King of Devas, please reside in my heart with Ram, Lakshman, and Sita.
शरणौ रघुबर बिमल जसु जो दायकु फलचारी बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरौ पवन कुमार बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि हरऊ कलेस विकार जय
ज्ञान गुण सागर जय कपीसा तिनुलो जगारा रामदूता तुलिता बालकामा अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुतना Mahavira Vikrama Bajrangi Himatanira Sumati Ke Sangi Kanchana Bharana Viraja Subesa Kandana Kundala Kunjita Kesa Matavara Matagaja Aviranje Kande Mundajani Osaje Sankara Suwana Kesalena
अंजनीचा सुद्धा
Anjanica Sutta Tula Ramatsa Varadana
अंजनीचा सुद्धा रामाचा वरदान
Ekamukana Bola Bola Jeje Hanumana
एकामखाना बोला बोला जय जय हनुमान
Anjanica Sutta Tula Ramatsa Varadana Ekamukana Bola Bola Jeje Hanumana
Hindi songs, page 25. सात जन्म जो पुण्य किए हैं सफल हुए सारे, सात जन्म जो पुण्य किए हैं सफल हुए सारे। इसीलिए माता जी हमको दर्शन हुए तुम्हारे, इसीलिए माता जी हमको दर्शन हुए तुम्हारे। ला 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 दुखियों का दुख दूर करे तो माँ निर्मल देवी, हम सबका उपकार करे तो शांति सुख देवी। दुखियों का दुख दूर करे तो माँ निर्मल देवी, हम सबका उपकार करे तो शांति सुख देवी। सब धर्मों को चोर चरण में, सब धर्मों को चोर चरण में आए शरण तिहारे। इसीलिए माता जी हमको दर्शन हुए तुम्हारे, इसीलिए माता जी हमको दर्शन हुए तुम्हारे। सात जन्म जो अहम भाव को चोर तुम्हारे शरण शरण आता, भव सागर के दुख सुख सेवा पूर्ण पर होता। अहम भाव को चोर तुम्हारे शरण शरण आता, भव सागर के दुख सुख सेवा पूर्ण पर होता। ना आंधी हो ना हो तूफान, ना आंधी हो ना हो तूफान, संकट धरा जाए। इसीलिए माता जी हमको दर्शन हुए तुम्हारे, इसीलिए माता जी हमको दर्शन हुए तुम्हारे। 7 जन्म कुंडलिनी को जागृत करके मेरे पाप हरो, देकर मंगल आशीर्वाद तुम पावन मुझे करो। कुंडलिनी को जागृत करके मेरे पाप हरो, देकर मंगल आशीर्वाद तुम पावन मुझे करो। जन्म मरण के तेरे मिट गए, जन्म मरण के तेरे मिट गए, खुल गए भाग हमारे। इसीलिए माता जी हमको दर्शन हुए तुम्हारे, इसीलिए माता जी हमको दर्शन हुए तुम्हारे। 7 जन्म जो सात जन्म जो पुण्य किए हैं सफल हुए सारे, 7 जन्म जो पुण्य किए हैं सफल हुए सारे। इसीलिए माता जी हमको दर्शन हुए तुम्हारे, इसीलिए माता जी हमको दर्शन हुए तुम्हारे। ला 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 सात जन्म जो पुण्य किए हैं सफल हुए सारे, 7 जन्म जो पुण्य किए हैं सफल हुए सारे। इसीलिए माता जी हमको दर्शन हुए तुम्हारे, हमको दर्शन हुए तुम्हारे, हमको दर्शन हुए तुम्हारे।